Hey guys, Hitman89 here, and welcome to another episode of Worth It. On today's episode, we're going to be looking at Tom Clancy's The Division 2, which came out today on PS4, Xbox One, and PC via Uplay and the Epic Games Store, because obviously the game is not going to be out on Steam. And before we start this video, I have a quick announcement for those of you who like my shitty personality. I'm going to be live streaming on Twitch every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. You'll find the link to my Twitch channel in the description, in the comments section, and basically everywhere. So if you're interested, give me a follow. Appreciate it. Anyways, back to today's video. The Division 2 is an online open world action RPG, so don't expect a realistic shooter or military simulation, otherwise you're gonna be very disappointed. Anyways, we're gonna have a look at The Division 2's pros and cons, and at the end of the video I'll tell you whether I think it's worth the money or not. We're gonna start with the graphics. First of all, the game looks amazing. The characters look average, but the cars, environments, grass, vegetation, all that shit, it looks amazing. The animations are also good for the most part. And the thing that impressed me the most is the reflections. They look amazing and they don't require a super expensive graphics card like an RTX or anything like that. And the game's got so many little details, like for example, you can bend the grass even though it kind of recovers a little too quickly. But you can destroy tons of things, even though you can't blow up cars. That's a shame, but whatever. And last but not motherfucking least, they recreated Washington in a very good way. I'm Tunisian, by the way, never been to Washington, so how the fuck do I know? Well, some American friends of mine told me that they've been to Washington and the game did a very good job at recreating whatever. So, that's the first pro. Now let's move on to the first con. The game is boring AF if you play it alone. Solo, I don't recommend this game. Seriously, I played it alone and I fucking got bored to death. The game gets repetitive real quick, and from what I've seen, at least on PC, people just join, they finish the mission and they get the fuck out. So you're not gonna have enough time to make friends on this game. Plus, they don't even want to use their mics. Tons of people on PC have mics, but none of them wanted to talk. So what the fuck? I hope the community is a little different on console, but yeah, I'd recommend that you play this game with at least one friend. Otherwise, you're gonna get bored. Now let's go back to the pros, and the next thing I want to talk about is the improved gameplay, because the Division 2 has got tons of new things. Actually, not tons, but it's got many new things like specializations, signature weapons, crafting, skills and mods, clans, tons of features that the Division 1 players wanted to see and they didn't have on the first game. Now they have them on the second one. So the game's got some PvE and some PvP, and that's where I had the most fun. Conflict mode, skirmish and domination, that was really fun. There's obviously some PvP in the dark zone, but things get dirty real quick. And you can obviously play solo the whole motherfucking game. It's up to you, even though I think it's gonna get boring. So if you have a friend, actually if you have 3 friends who wanna play with you, this game, not in a sexual way unless whatever. So you're gonna have tons of fun. Now let's move on to the stuff that I didn't like about the game. First of all, this game has got many bugs, but nothing that the patch or 2 cannot fix. Actually, not the patch or 2, maybe 6 or 7 or 10. Because you're gonna see people get stuck on the floor. I got stuck in the fucking air, and I did care because I had to Alt F4 the game. Other than that, you can experience a bug where you wouldn't be able to hear gunshots anymore. It's kind of weird, but it happened to many people. There's also some stuttering, invisible walls, disconnections, which can be very annoying, especially when they happen at the last part of a mission. And obviously you're gonna have to start over. Why? Because fuck you. That's why. Oh, and by the way, you can't crouch on this game. I don't know if that's gonna bother you or not. It bothered me a little bit. The protagonist is silent. He never fucking talks. The gore effects suck dick, even though this game is 18 plus, right? 18 plus. So yeah, blood spatters look like pink paint or something. And I also didn't like the fact that, I thought the character creation options were way too limited. I don't know about you, but yeah, this is basically all the stuff that I didn't like about the game. Now, moving on to the next thing, the Division 2 is gonna have free content updates, so all the major expansions are gonna be free. And if you have a season pass or a gold edition or any special edition, you get that content update 7 days early. So let's move on to the verdict. It's just my opinion, but if this game didn't have bullet sponges, if it had stealth, and if it was, a TPS, a shooter, it would be one of my favorite games because it's got so many good things, but it had to be an RPG. Whatever. But just because it's not my cup of tea doesn't mean there aren't tons of people who like this kind of stuff, right? So this game is gonna cost you $60. It's a AAA game and it just came out, so $60 is fair. And if you like the Division 1 and played it for a long time and now you plan on getting the Division 2 and playing it for at least a year, then you won't regret buying it, because in my opinion, it's definitely worth it. And if you're still on the fence, then wait until it's on sale and then grab it for $40 or even less. That's gonna be it for this episode of Worth It. I hope you found it useful. Leave a like if you did, and let me know what you think of the Division 2 in the comments section. It's been Hitman89. Subscribe if you're new to the channel. See you guys very soon. environments, you know, animals. They just told me, wow, this game really, okay, you get it. You don't get it. From what I've seen, at least on PC, people fucking did it, man.